Okay, Vsco. This is the first time of me trying this pink velvet macchiato from Dunkin'. Oh, this is great. I'm going to rate this. Dunkin' Donuts, please sponsor me. Actually, please sponsor me. Girl needs her cash. Now let's take a picture for the Snapchat. Okay, we got it. Alright, everybody, so if you guys have never been to my YouTube channel before, my name is Sofia Vsco, and make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Press the bell down below to be notified for each week that I will be posting a new YouTube video. I will be posting a lot more, I promise you all, once I move to the city. I'm moving to New York City in just a few weeks. Obviously, being in the big city, I'm definitely going to have a lot more content to post. I'm also getting a new camera because my birthday is also in like a few weeks, so I'm super excited. In today's video, I am going to be filming a college Q&A type video, answering your guys' questions about college, my experience so far. I am a second semester in college. I started college early. I started right after I graduated high school, like literally like a month after I graduated. I graduated in the class of 2020, so like most of my friends are just first semesters, but I'm a second semester already. We are going through the system fast. What, does this look better with like the blue lights on? Let me know. Kind of looks cool. I asked you guys to ask me questions, and you guys did, so thank you. I got a lot of questions actually, so I'm going to be answering them all for you today. So let's get into the video. So the first I can't speak English. Ciao. Okay. We're gonna just speak Italian. The first question that I got is, what's your major? My major is musical theater. I'm a musical theater major. I study acting, singing, and dancing every single day. It's chaotic. It's super fun, super stressful at times just because it's a lot. Ever since I was young, musical theater was the thing I wanted to do. I knew at a very young age, and I'm very thankful for that. Musical theater is my calling. I know it. I feel it. It's the only thing that makes me extremely happy, and I could see myself doing it forever. Even in like my granny years, I want to be a performer, professional actress for life. Let me move this chair. Next question you guys asked is, any tips for people going into MT, musical theater? Definitely take time for yourself. It's a lot. It is a very time management career choice and field to go into. Make sure this is really for you. If you're going in it to be famous, it's not for you. You have to go into this field because you love it, and you want to do this for you. Make sure that you are getting better at like time management. Make sure that you have like your binders for like all of your musical rep. Make sure you're always prepared to sing, dance, act, have like as much stuff as you can bring to the table. Always have a smile on your face. Practice slating. I have been doing like a lot of slating recently, like practice saying your name. Also, especially with the field that we're going into now, a lot of things are moving from in-person auditions to now online auditions, especially because of the COVID times that we're in right now. So definitely practice self-taping yourself and being comfortable in front of a camera, because you're going to be doing a lot more camera work now. Also, just going into MT, always be kind, support one another, obviously, just like the basic things. Anybody could be watching. You could have like some, famous superstar in your class. You could have like, your teacher is like a legend. Like, you don't know who's watching, so you always just want to be like on your A game. Practice stretching, taking care of yourself, drinking lots of water. I will tell you, I do not drink enough water throughout the day, and you will feel dehydrated. So drink your water, eat proper foods, make sure you nourish yourself in the best way as possible. Stay working, post videos, show yourself, be active on social media, and show what you do. You get recognized, The next question is, what's your favorite class you're taking and why? I'm just kidding. Let's see. So I have this app called Canvas. This is where we do all of our online classes. These are all of my classes. This is how many classes I take. So I have acting class, ballet class, voice class, orals communications class, a jazz class, a musical theater history class, a musical theater class, a class of musicianship, learning how to sight sing. I have a tap class, a theater dance class, a voice production and speech class. It's crazy. It's a lot. It's a lot. Get ready for college, guys. It's a lot. But my favorite class, to answer your question, would have to be just musical theater class. I would have to say musical theater class because we take all of, you know, the acting, singing, and dancing classes that we take and we combine them into one now, musical theater. That's what it is. The 3 principles, acting, singing, and dancing. I've learned so much. Literally, when I tell you I've learned so much, I've grown so much from going to this college. Amda is such an amazing school. I overall have learned so much. Like, I am like, when I tell you I'm ready to audition, like right now, like I am ready. I'm only in my 2nd semester and I feel like I'm ready. Like, to just go out and audition. I've built so many connections with my teachers. I also love just my acting class. I love acting so much. Like, if I could just be a professional actress, like that's literally like my goal. I want to do TV and film, but I also want to do Broadway. So I really love acting class because I love playing different characters. It's so much fun to me. I love being different people besides myself, you know? Like, I love going into another role and acting with somebody else and escaping reality. I love it. Best thing ever. Oh my gosh, that was like how to get a sexy jaw. The next question is, what are you most excited about when moving to New York City? I am in Connecticut still, which good news is that Connecticut and New York City are not far away from each other at all. I am super excited about moving to New York City, like so excited. I'm moving at the end of February. I've literally dreamt of living in the city ever since I was a little girl because I love people. I'm a very extroverted person. The city is so full of like people from all over the place, you know. I am beyond excited and I cannot wait to share everything that I'm gonna be doing. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Like, I'm about to like scream. That's how excited I am. So the next question is it easy making friends in college? Actually, well, okay, everybody's different, so it's kind of hard to answer this. I'm a very, like I said, outgoing person, and I'm friendly, and I'm also so funny. Like, I know I'm funny, okay, guys? If you guys don't think I'm funny, well, okay, you guys can stick it in your butt. Okay, let me stop. I made friends really easily, and you're probably like, how did you make friends online though? It's not that hard because this is what I do. You know, everybody pops up on Zoom, and then here's my Snoopy self being like, who is Anaya Simmons? And I'll just be like typing her up on my Instagram. Ooh, this is, Annie Winters, like. I'll just be like, you know, I'll look them up and then I'll follow them. And then like we follow each other, we FaceTime each other. I definitely recommend that. So if you're like in a class with a bunch of people and you see somebody that maybe looks like you would want to be friends with them, don't be shy, like hit them up. Don't be shy, put some more. Just kidding. At the end of the day, I think making friends in college is pretty nice, especially like social events that colleges have and parties and all of that. And I mean, I haven't gone to any yet because, you know, quarantine. I've met amazing people online and I can't wait to finally meet them in person when I move to New York. Next question is dorm room essentials. Dorm room essentials. I love fairy lights and LED lights, so I'm definitely getting that. I bought, let me get it. I bought this baby right here. My butt, I'm just kidding. I bought this bed set comforter of like New York City. You can see like all the different things. I also bought this pillow that says Broadway on it. You know, obviously like your basic essentials like toothbrush, hairbrush, lotions, perfumes, makeup, dream board. I have a dream board that I made. That's in a YouTube video, by the way. And yeah, just like basic things, clothing, buy clothes of like all different types, jackets, everything, bundle up, warm up, I don't know. Also, about my dorm room, because everybody has to have a single, they ran out of space. So my college is renting more space with a very fancy hotel in New York City. Like, they're renting a hotel. So I don't know yet. They haven't given me any information, but I may end up in a hotel, which I am not complaining about because a hotel is better than a tiny dorm room that I would have in New York City. Next question. How is your mental health? I've been working on it. First semester, I was a mess. Not gonna lie, it was tough because it was a lot of work that I wasn't used to, and I felt like my days were all spent online. Like, I would wake up at like 8 o'clock. Or 7 o'clock actually. Like, I'd wake up at like 7 o'clock, my class would be at 8 o'clock in the morning, and my days would be from like 8 o'clock in the morning to like 6 at night or 8 at night. Like, my day was just filled of like work. And I forgot to take care of myself. I forgot to eat. It's not like I forgot to eat, but I didn't have much time to eat, drink. I was tired and exhausted. But what kept me motivated was, this is what I want to do with my life. I want to be a performer. This is what it takes. But now, second semester going in, it's still a lot of work, even more work, but I've learned how to manage it now. Time management is becoming a little bit more easier. I definitely recommend, you know, if you get your homework assignments, that when they come out, you do them ASAP and you don't wait or procrastinate, because that is bad. Do not procrastinate. You will not want to. College professors like give out so much work, and they usually give it out, for me, it's like in the beginning of the week, and then I have like the end of the week to do it all. So my mental health is doing good right now. I'm happy and I love the people that are in my class, and yes. Next question, do you think college is worth it? Yes, I actually do. But I will say, college is not for everyone. It's not. Do I need college? This is the thing. So as a performing artist and as like a person that wants to go into acting, you don't need college to be an actress. You don't need it. But the reason why I chose to go to school was for connections. My school has so many connections, so many alumni, like so many people that graduated from my school are working on Broadway and are in movies, are in professional stuff, getting that bank, getting that check, getting that career going for themselves, and they are living their best lives. I know that like all of my teachers, all the faculty at my school also are working professionals, so they have connections behind their belt. So that's what I wanted to go to school for, and it never hurts learning more. I always say you're never like perfect. There's always still room to grow. So like, even though I grew up going to a performing arts school basically my entire life, and I trained a lot of my life, I knew that like I could graduate high school and just step out into the audition world if I wanted to. But I also knew that if I went to college, then I would get even more training and more connections to build up my resume, to build up everything for myself. So I'm more prepared for the real world, because it's not easy and my field is super competitive. Everybody wants to be like working on, you know, Broadway and working on TV and film and Broadway movies and blah, blah, blah. Like, everybody wants to do that. I mean, not everybody, but a lot of people do. So it's definitely something that I have to like set myself up even further in my talent so that I can make it. So yeah, I do think college is worth it if you want to build more connections and have a good time. Next question, is it that much harder than high school? Yes, I kind of already answered that. So yes, it is harder than high school by a lot. And which is a good thing, because you learn more and now you're ready. You're ready. Next question is advice for incoming freshmen. So I kind of answered this before too, but just, you know, take time for yourself and don't freak out too much. You'll make it. You'll get through it. I promise. Also, never feel like bad to like reach out. If you ever have any questions, send me a DM on Instagram. All my socials will be below. So just like, you know, hit me up. I'm always there for people if you need me. Next question, are you going to room with anybody? I can't now because of COVID, but I hope that, you know, when I move out to LA, so my college is like training in New York City, and then I'm moving to Los Angeles at the end of 2021, like around October. I will be probably rooming with people in Los Angeles because the dorm rooms are a lot bigger and they hold like 4 to 6 people rather than 2 people. And maybe if I like build up enough money, I may like get an apartment with like a few friends, because that would be pretty cool. Next question, do you plan on partying a lot? I'm a party girl. Yeah, no. I definitely think like with the field that I'm going into, I need to be careful, because I don't want to become a party girl and then like, oh my gosh, like I just become a party girl, because that is not what I'm going to college for. I'm not going to college to be a party girl and a drunk bastard. I am not going to college to get high or drunk. Like, I'm not doing that. And plus, I don't do that stuff. Like, I don't drink, don't smoke, but I do drink a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm Italian, like of course I do. Like, I grew up with like wine in my hand when I was born, but not actually. Yeah, of course I'm gonna party. I mean, that's the experience of college too. And right now I'm not gonna party. I'm not gonna be stupid and selfish and go out and party with friends. Sorry if I just called some of y'all out, but there is a pandemic going on right now and people are dying. So yeah, I'm not going to be stupid. When the time is right, when I know that like things are a lot safer to do so, I will go out and like party, because like, yeah, I mean, I do want to party. But I'm more into like the dancing parties because I'm a dancer. So like, I love a good, you know, nightclub, discoteca in Italy. I definitely want to go to Italy and go to the discoteca. Sofia, if you're watching this, please take me to Rome. I want to go to a dance club. I'm like very into clubbing, more so. The last question is, what's your schedule like remotely, especially going to a conservatory? So I go to a conservatory and not a college. It's not like a university where they have all like the different like sororities and stuff. It's literally a school of the performing arts. So like everybody is a performing artist. You have to like audition to get in and all of that stuff. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more because we also don't really have breaks at my school. We don't follow like a normal college schedule. So like when everybody had like winter break, and people are still on winter break. I think some people are returning to college now actually, but my winter break was 2 weeks. Most people's winter break is like 2 months when they go to college at a university. So it's a lot more work because a conservatory really grinds you to the max, which I really like that because it's like no breaks. We're not stopping the grind. Like I'm constantly grinding. I'm constantly working hard. Going to a conservatory, I take like 12 classes in a week. It's insane, but it's all worth it. I would say conservatory is more difficult. And because I'm going to be getting my bachelor's of fine arts degree, I'm getting like my BFA degree, I'm getting a degree in it and not just going to the conservatory. That's why I'm going to LA to get like my degree. If I just graduate from New York, I would just get like kind of like a certificate and be like, congrats, you just graduated with the performing arts. And then I would go out and audition and like blah blah blah, which I am going out and auditioning in 2 semesters from now. So 4th semester I will be auditioning, but I'm also gonna move to LA too because I want to move to LA. I really want to be in LA. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I answered like all of your guys' questions that you ever wanted to hear and got to really know me and what I'm doing with my life. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. I love you guys so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. Press that bell to be notified for each time I post a new video. Ciao. Bye.